Hello everyone, welcome back to Georgia Virtual. Today we're going to go through the assignments in the website and digital design product module. So let's start by telling you guys how to access this module. You first want to go to Canvas and you're going to select the Home tab, and then you're going to scroll down and you're going to click on the name of the module. Please be aware that whenever you start any module, you're going to always have your standards and you're going to always have your overview page, and then you're going to have lessons. Let's start with the overview page, and you guys please forgive me, my voice is a little bit hoarse, but I want to get through this presentation. So the overview gives you exactly what it says. It gives you an overview of the material that you're going to cover. So you want to start with that page, and then you're going to go to your lessons. In between your lessons, you're going to have discussions and assignments and projects. So you want to make sure that you read everything, and as you get to your assignments, you want to make sure that you actually complete them and turn them in. So let's move on, and we're going to take a look at our key terms. So you always have essential questions. Now these are things or questions that you need to be able to answer by the end of the module. So please make sure that you read through the questions carefully, and at the end you can quiz yourself to see if you know the answers. Also, pay attention to your key terms. You want to make sure that you know each definition, and take it a step further, be able to use every single term in a sentence. So for this module, you need to know customer needs analysis, HTML, HTML tags, project management methodology, and target market. So our first assignment is going to be a discussion. It's called the Website Builder Discussion. Please read the question carefully. Remember, for discussions, you want to respond to the original post, and then you want to respond to two classmates. Remember, when you respond to two classmates, you also have to add a resource. Make sure that you are writing complete sentences, 3 to 4 good complete sentences for each response. This one says, finding the right website builder is critical to creating a website. So for this discussion, you're going to research 3 different website builders that you as a student could use to create a website. And there's a ton of different options out there, right? So you want to provide a description of each website builder, include features, also list the price of this builder. Try to find at least one website builder that is free. And then also tell what information is needed to register with the website. A lot of times, many of us, I know we use Google Sites because we know that that's free. And a lot of our schools are Google schools, and so we use Google Tools. But this is just one example of a website builder. So you want to list at least 3, and you want to add some details in the discussion. Now let's take a look at the website target market assignment. For this assignment, you're going to work in the planning stage of developing a business website. Now your business website is going to be a fitness studio. So you got to complete these 3 steps for your fitness studio. So the requirement is to use a Word document. Don't save the Word document as a PDF. You want to submit it as the original document. Step 1, I want you to come up with a creative business name for your fitness studio business. Make sure that when you're typing on your Google Doc, or your Microsoft Word document, that you include, I want you to type the full name of your business and then your own full name underneath the business name, okay? Make sure you center your heading on the document. Step 2, you're going to describe your target market in detail. And remember, you read about the target market already. make sure you answer the questions posed within the lesson. So go back to the lesson on target market, answer those questions that are discussed within the lesson. Okay? Step 3, we want you to create a flow chart. So remember, you've created a flow chart previously, I do believe. But if you haven't, no worries, because I give you a suggestion of what to use. So you're going to use the hierarchy flow chart to create your website pages and links. And the suggestion is to use the Smart Art graphics tool within Microsoft Word. Let me go ahead and show you where that is. So in Microsoft Word, you're going to go up and select the Insert tab. And under Insert, you're going to see Smart Art Graphics. Now, the suggestion is to use the hierarchy tool. And so now you can use any one of these to start creating your hierarchy. Okay, so we want to know the different pages that you want to set up. Okay, so this one is a good option because it's going to give you a chart and you're able to start building your pages. Now, of course, you can right click and you can add shapes to the, you can add shapes above, below, before, or after. And that's going to give you more shapes and so forth and so on. And then you can also move your chart around. So you can also go up here and change the colors as well. So play around with that. Use your Smart Art to create your graphic. Just think about the pages that you want to have, like your home page, your contacts page. Think about those pages that you want to have on your website, and also think about the sub pages that are going to fall under those pages. And that is what your flowchart should look like. Next up, we have the website development ideas assignment. So in this lesson, you've learned how important it is, how important content is in making and breaking a website. As a result, a business owner must plan what content will be displayed on their website. So for this assignment, you're going to take what you've learned and you're going to brainstorm some ideas of what content you want your visitors to see for this fitness studio. Okay, so give some details of what information is going to be under each one of those tabs that we just discussed in the previous assignment. So on your flowchart, what are going to be the detailed content underneath each one of those headings and subheadings, right? So you're going to use any Web 2.0 tool, or you can use a presentation tool or a Word document, right? So the requirement is, it says, referring to the flowchart that you created from the last assignment, we want you to create a list of ideas for the content that you would like to write about. And you're going to display this on your website for each page that you mentioned on your flowchart. So when you're creating your list, just make sure you do something creative to create your list. And make sure you include those main headings that you put on your flowchart, and then create your list underneath that. All three forms of content do not have to be applied to each page. This is not a paper pencil assignment, so make sure you be creative and just choose a creative way to share your ideas and your notes. So remember, use one of these options here. For the next assignment, we have the website content and design. The directions tell you that you've learned how to use a text editor tool to create and format a website. So y'all, please make sure for this assignment you watch every single thing in the module. But for this project, you're going to apply those techniques that you've learned to create a registration web form for your fitness studio. You're offering several different classes for your studio, and the only way your clients can attend is if they fill out the registration form. So you're offering 5 classes. Please remember that, right? You want to make sure you reference those 5 classes. And you're going to make sure you submit 2 things. You're going to provide a sketch of your form. This can be handwritten or computerized. And then I would like the link to your web page that you're creating using a text editor tool. So you're not going to use a website builder tool. You're not using Wix. You're not using Google Sites. You're going to use like Notepad or Microsoft Word, and you're going to, start from the basics of HTML tags to create this. So here are the requirements. You must have a header that represents your business name. You must have a subtitle. You must have 6 field boxes with titles. You must have radio dials with five options. You must have line breakers, and this is important, you have to have a table that includes the name, cost, and description of the membership packages, okay, for each of the 5 classes. And then lastly, you need a submit button. Just to show you what an example of your page would look like, it's going to look something similar to this. Here's your table, your submit button, your radio buttons, and your other options here, and your title. So make sure when you turn this in, you turn in the HTML link, okay, and then also turn in your draft that you created. So don't forget about your quiz. You always have a quiz at the end of each module. There's going to be 10 multiple choice questions, and you're going to be allotted 35 minutes. So please make sure you set aside 35 minutes of uninterrupted time to complete your quiz. The next assignment is the Capstone Project 3A. For this assignment, you're going to conduct research to support an answer to your question that you selected for this particular project. You need to submit 5 to 10 pieces of evidence from your research to complete the task. Now, this research can include articles, it can include videos, podcast episodes, or any other artifacts, as long as you cite your sources and as long as those sources are credible. All right. So I want you to submit your pieces of evidence in a digital portfolio format. And if you want to know some Web 2.0 tools that you can use for a digital portfolio, you can try Google Sites, you can try Pathbrite, you can try Adobe Portfolio, FlipSnack, Journal Portfolio, Behance. There are a couple of websites that you can try to create your digital portfolio format with. Let me show you the example here that I have linked on the screen. Portfolio is created in Pathbrite. So you can certainly use Pathbrite or any of the other ones that I mentioned to you. And so basically you're going to put your evidence on one of these websites. Now, this is not your evidence that you're looking at here. This is just an example of a Web 2.0 digital portfolio website. Don't forget to always look at your rubrics to make sure that you are including all of the criteria and that you are getting all of your points for each one of the assignments. This is your course checklist. Don't forget, you can always print this out. Go to class resources, click the link to open up your checklist. Go ahead and put all your due dates on the checklist and write down the date that you completed and submitted your work for each one of the assignments listed in the middle. And if there are assignments that you do not have to complete, you should see those over in the right column. That's all that I have for this video. I hope this information helped. Again, this is the website and digital product design module. Let me know if you guys still have any questions. Thanks.